Alright, so by the time that you guys are watching this video, the update should be live for you. Like we do for every single major update, I'm going to go ahead and condense this into one quick video, being a full guide to go ahead and completely get done with the entire update. So as always, let's waste no more time, get right into this. For the beginning, you will have to make your way over to Grand Reef, specifically the pirates that are located right over here. You're going to see a sign over them that says Mysterious Pirates. Just walk up to this guy right here and talk to him, where he will congratulate you for your previous quest that you had done with him, which I believe was last week. At this point, you're going to want to talk to him about the temple that you found underwater, where he sort of tells you that he will never tell you about his secrets. You just bribe him with 10,000 cash. And now he's basically going to yap his life away about a hidden door that is located at Forsaken Shores. Now, the catch is that in order for us to go ahead and open this hidden door, we need to make sure to pull all 5 levers that are located all around Forsaken. First one is going to be right here behind the merchant. For the next one, here's the merchant. We're going to follow these rocks right here, and then we're going to fall off the edge. You probably see it already right there, and just go ahead and pull that lever as well. Next one, we're going to travel this path over here, climb all the way up top, and you're going to see a waterfall basically where the old goldfish farm spot was right here. So behind this waterfall, you will find the next lever. Then turn around, climb up the ladder, and just sort of follow this path right here, climbing up the ladder. In total, you're going to climb 3 of them, and then you're going to get to this point here where you're going to turn left and just keep following these rocks until you make your way all the way up the very top. We're basically making our way over to the bridge that's at the very top of Forsaken Shores. Once up here, you're going to see the next lever right there next to the actual bridge. Then it's just as easy as just jumping all the way down. Once we've landed in the water, just sort of jump over here towards the little edge right here, and there is the final lever. Now, for a very long time, a lot of us thought that the secret door was going to be at the very top where Jack Marrow is, but it turns out that the TNT actually spawns right over here. So just climb up this ladder and the next one, and then right over here is where you're going to find your TNT sitting right there. Now, at this point, it might get a little confusing because you could technically have 2 options. It sort of depends on how many people you're doing this with in the server. It could get a little confusing. So your 2 options are to come back to the pirate and talk to him, see what he tells you. Or your next option is to go ahead and equip your diving gear, grab yourself a tide breaker, maybe some super flippers, and make your way down to the temple. Here at the temple, it's rather simple. Just go ahead, place the TNT right here in the front, where this will basically go ahead and explode open, allowing you to enter inside of the temple. Once on the other side, just go ahead and swim all the way down and just pretty much continue down this path. There's really only one way that you can go, so there's literally no way that you can get lost. Once you make it to the end, come all the way up and just keep walking down the path here until you make it to the throne at the very end, where you will find the heart of Zeus. It is extremely important to grab this because this is going to be your entry key inside of Atlantis. Now, at this point, you should have made your way back up to the Grand Reef the exact same way that you came in, and then stand right here on the crack in the center, pull out your Heart of Zeus, and click. This will instantly teleport you inside of Atlantis. Inside of here, you're going to have yourself a innkeeper, as well as a exit portal that you will just walk through to teleport you back to the main world. Now, instantly, as soon as you come in here, you will have 2 brand new rods available to you, that being the Champion's Rod for 1 million, which here are the stats: 45% lure speed, 65% luck, 0.15 control, 5% resilience, with 200k max kg. To my knowledge, I don't think this rod has any type of passive whatsoever, so definitely keep that in mind. Now, the next one over here is the Depth Seeker. This one is 125k. Again, no passive ability, lure speed 55%, luck 20%, control 0.17, resilience 25%, with a max kg of 50k. Now that we've gotten all of that out of the way, let's go ahead and get started with all of the separate wings. In total, there is 4 wings inside of Atlantis. In my opinion, the easiest one is going to be on the left side over here, which I believe is Zeus's wing. But basically, just climb right past the statue here, make your way down the hall where you're going to fall into that little lightning whirlpool that's at the very end. If you watch the trailer video, this is basically pretty straightforward. As soon as you walk in here, you're going to have 5 minutes to complete it, get your code, open up the door, or else you have to start all over from the beginning. Now, this one right here is pretty straightforward. Just make sure that you're basically doing green light, red light, focus up, and make your way to the very end as quick as possible. Once you pass that red line on the floor there, you are pretty much safe, so he can no longer take you out. Now, again, this is going to go ahead and spawn a sequence of 4 numbers. Take a picture, remember it, whatever it is that you want to do, but keep in mind that as soon as that timer right there in front of you hits 0, that code is no longer worth anything. You need to get it all over again. Anyways, for this, pretty straightforward. Like I said before, this is probably the easiest wing out of all of them, and one of the ones that you could pretty much do completely solo. Just figure out the path and make it all the way to the end so you can get the final 4 numbers that you need. And here we go. We got our last 4, 6, 7, 1, 6. So now we make our way all the way up here to where the vault door is. In my case, it is already open because I already previously did this, but you would come over here to the right-hand side, type in the exact order that you got it, all 8 of the numbers, and the door will instantly open up for you. Once you're in here, you have made it inside of Zeus's rod room. In here, there is a couple of things that I want to go ahead and show you guys. For starters, this is where you will purchase Zeus's rod for 1.7 million. Stats for this are a little bit better, but still not really all that crazy. 40% lure speed, 70% luck, 0.25 control, 15% resilience with a infinite max kg. Now, aside from that, we also have Zeus's storm totem for 1.5 mil. Now, I'm going to be completely honest, I still have no idea what this totem does. I'm sure by the time that this video goes live, someone will know, so just check the comment section. It'll more than likely be there. Now let's talk about the wheel that's behind me, because this is where things are going to get really interesting for a lot of you guys. In each and every single one of the wings spread around, you are going to find one of these wheels. In total, there is 5 of them available. You need to find all 5 of them in order to be able to go ahead and unlock the Kraken room. So you will not be able to fish for Kraken unless you accomplish these wheels. To complete them, it's very simple. You just walk up to it and it'll say something down here, like for example, this one says Goddess of Night. You just hit the arrows and move it over to the correct spot. In this case, I'm going to move it over to the left one time because it's the Goddess of Night. Then we press the button. If it goes ahead and starts spinning around in circles over and over and over again, that means that you got it correct. If you didn't get it correct, you'll know because Kraken's hand will come out of this hole right here and it'll grab you and pretty much take you out. Once you've done that, you are pretty much completely done with Zeus's wing. We can now move on to the next one. All right, next on the list is the sunken trial. This one ideally should be done with 2 players, but you can do it by yourself. To do this solo, just go ahead and take a picture of this right here. Whatever it is for you, it's probably going to be different for everybody. And then keep making your way down to basically the first little body of water that's right here. Make sure that you have your diving gear on, pull out your tide breaker, and then make your way straight down. At this point, you're going to make it to a maze where you're going to go this way and then make a right, make another right, make a left, and then make a left. Here you've arrived to the area where you need to be. At this point, just click each and every single one of the symbols in the order that you saw. So in my case, it would be this one, this one, this one, this one, and finally this one. Now, just grab on your tide breaker and make your way back where you came from, where you're going to want to go ahead and head back to that little section where you took a picture of all of those different symbols. Once here, just click on them all one by one until you get to the end, and the door will automatically open for you as soon as you do that. And you're good to go. Now just simply walk back over here. This door will finally be open. You can enter inside of here where you will have an exclusive area to fish for one of the many fish that are inside of Atlantis. And on top of that, you will have access to the Tempest Rod for 1.85 million. Stats on this is 15% lure speed, 70% luck, 0.15 control, 40% resilience with a max kg of 80k. But anyways, on the left side, you will notice that there is another wheel in here. This one in particular is going to be God of Music. For that, we will need to move the arrow down to the harp, which is right over here in the blue. Then we press the button and we are good to go. We can now move on to the next wing. All right, so we are now moving in to the next wing here. Let's go ahead and jump into the water with our tide breaker, and we are now in Poseidon's temple. We're gonna go this way through this little archway right here. Go ahead and make a right and then just jump right out. Now, obviously, in my case, I have this already open, but for you guys, it is not going to be that door right over there. And at this point, you're gonna need a lot of sharks. If you notice, there is 2 halls here. In each and every hall, there is 3 sharks that need to be placed on pedestals. So let's go ahead and start off first with the left hall. When you walk up to one of these pedestals, it's going to give you a little bit of a quick hint on what it is that you're looking for. Here it says, though named a whale, I'm not one to embark. And then it basically just gives you a large description of what this whale is. Specifically, what the one that they're talking about here is the whale shark. So it's fairly simple. Just go ahead, pull out your whale shark, walk up to the pedestal, hold down E, and it will place the whale shark onto the pedestal. If it lights up in blue, that means that you got it correct. Now over for this one, to the top left of it, it is going to be a great hammerhead shark. And then over here on the right side, it is going to be a ice beard shark. Once you've gotten all of those correct, let's make our way over to the next hall, where this is where things might get a little bit tricky for some of you guys. But basically, the middle one is going to be a ancient megalodon. That one is probably going to be the one that's going to be a little bit of a nightmare for some of you guys. Over here on the top left-hand side, it's going to be a great white shark. And then finally, over on the right side, you're going to put a Ginsu shark. Once you've placed that final shark, you're going to see your screen vibrating like crazy. That means that you have successfully opened up the door. If you make your way inside of here, you're going to have yourself another exclusive pool that is only able to give you the best sherry fish that can only be found from this pool. There is no other way of getting them. And then over here, you also have the good old famous Poseidon rod. This one is 1.555555 million. Stats on this are actually very, very decent. Again, nothing is really like super crazy except for one rod that we're going to show closer to the end. But anyways, this one says lure speed 50%, luck 165%, control 0.2, resilience 40%, max kg 100k. Finally, inside of this room, you have another totem right over here hidden in the corner. This one is Poseidon's Wrath totem. 1.5 mil for this bad boy. Now, as you're on the way out from this wing, make sure that you do stop at the Poseidon temple right over here. Behind the Poseidon statue is where you're going to find your third wheel. So go ahead and walk up to this one. It's going to say the King of Titans. Now, this one actually is a little confusing. It's actually supposed to be a sickle, but I think it might be the scythe here. Let's see what happens here. Yeah, there we go. So we got it. Perfect. So you just want to place it on the scythe that's right over here. This one actually kind of confused me a little bit because I thought it was a sickle. Anyways, let's make our way out of here. Now, for the next wing, unfortunately, you are going to need another player to get this done. I know that that's not the best thing or the correct thing that a lot of you want to hear. In my case, I am in a private server, but I do have about 40,000 of you that are in my Discord server. So I just went ahead and wrote in my general chat. And thankfully, one of my Discord members by the name of Nicholas has decided to go ahead and jump in and help me. So I appreciate you, Nicholas. Thank you so much. All right, so I just basically went ahead and explained everything to Nicholas. It's very, very simple. So let's get started with this, and I'm going to show you guys how this goes. We might actually fail the first time because he's never done it before. All right, so in this case, I'm going to be going to the right room, and he's going to be going to the left one. As soon as he walks into that room, both doors will go ahead and shut, and he's going to have to find 3 separate colored tiles. As soon as he finds them, it'll light up over here on my clock, and I basically just have to go ahead and bring one of these hands over. So there we go. We're just missing one more to light up. There it is right there. We just bring it over, and then we press this button over here, and we are good to go. The doors should hopefully open if we do that 2 more times correctly. All right, so now that I've shown you how to correctly do it on that side, even though we technically still failed because we couldn't find the other ones, I'm going to go to the left side and I'm going to do the tile side to show you how this is now. But basically, doors closed now. I'm going to start looking for the tiles, and they look just like this. So there's 1, there's 2, and unfortunately, I don't think that this run is going to be enough time. So there we go. I went ahead and found all 3. Now, once you and your partner have done it, the vault door will open and you will be inside of this room. You just go ahead and swim up to the top, and guess what? You've got yourself another wheel in here, as well as the Abyssal Spectre rod, which is 1,004,269. Stats for this are 25% lure speed, 90% luck, 0.1 control, 60% resilience, which is insane, and infinite max kg. All right, so for this wheel, we have Goddess of War. We're going to go ahead and move the arrow over to the fire over there on the top right-hand side. Let's press the middle button, and that is correct. So that means that we officially have 1 more wheel left, and we are technically now done with every single wing. So now at this point, you might be wondering, where exactly is the Kraken, and where exactly is that final spin wheel that we need in order to unlock the Kraken room? Well, if we come back over here to the middle and we sort of just jump in the water here and swim underwater, this area here is basically what we've been trying to open by completing all of these spin wheels. The final wheel is going to be located right down here. This one is going to be ruler of the underworld. For this one, it is very simple. Just go ahead and press the left one until we're able to get it to this red one on the bottom left-hand side. So one more to go. There it is right there. And then just press the middle button and we've officially done it. The Kraken room is officially now available. Once you swim down here, it's just as simple as kind of going through all of these little crevices here until you make it inside of the Kraken pool. Aside from this room being the area where you will be able to go ahead and get your Kraken whenever it randomly spawns, just like the Megalodon, it is also the place where you will be buying the Kraken rod for 1,333,333. Stats on this are actually really nice. 60% lure speed, 185% luck, 0.2 control, 15% resilience with 115k max kg. Now the passive for this says its otherworldly power guarantees mythical catches, while its curse brings forth mutated specimens and doubles your haul through natural means. Kind of interesting. It isn't really the craziest looking rod, but oh dude, that's kind of cool. Look, it spawns like tentacles everywhere that you go. That's actually kind of sick, bro. Now at this point, the final thing that I have to show you guys is obviously the Kraken. As I mentioned before, just like the Megalodon, this will randomly spawn and everyone in the server will be alerted when it spawns. As you can see, that's what it looks like. Kraken has been spotted and there it is right over there. Let's move over to this side. Fishing anywhere inside of this pool when the Kraken is spawned will allow you to go ahead and catch it, but there actually is a catch. There's a way of turning the Kraken into an ancient Kraken. Over here, we have Poseidon's Wrath Totem. If I go ahead and pop this, it turns it into an ancient Kraken. So if you were curious on what the Poseidon Wrath Totem does, that's exactly what it does right there. Now let's see if we can actually catch this. Oh, wait, we got it. Negative 85%. Will I have a frost whale moment right now? Please don't do this to me. It's already bad enough that I have to catch this again during the live stream. All right, I think we're good. I think we got it. Yeah, there we go. Ancient Kraken obtained. Actually insane, dude. Let's go. Now, what's weird is that it didn't actually give me an ancient one. It showed it ancient there, but I didn't actually get an ancient one. That's kind of weird. Could potentially just be a bug in the test server. By the time that you guys see this, it might be fixed. But that right there, guys, is the entire Atlantis update in one full guide video. I'm so sorry that this is like extremely long. Hopefully this helps you out. If you have any questions, let me know in the comment section. I will try to reply to every single one of you. If I don't answer your question, just make sure that you scroll through the comment section. I probably already answered it with someone else. And of course, you are more than welcome to join my Discord. It is discord.gg/carbonmeister. Link is in the description. But it is now 3 a.m. for me. I have to be up in exactly 2 hours to start up the stream. So I will see you guys in the next one. Take care.